becoming morning. And afterwards he'll get kind around tired.
That's a good song. Did you just make it up?
Yeah. Can you do a pretend sea?
Pretend sea?
Yeah.
Well, we've already made a pretend island, haven't we?
Can you do the sea?
We need water and a moat for that. Good afternoon, world. It is day 26 of the Siargao Island Lockdown. Feeling very positive as usual. How can you not when you're surrounded by pure blue skies? Actually, there's not one cloud in the direction I'm looking in. It looks a bit like an abstract painting. What are you doing now? Putting the sea in?
Yeah.
Is this sand meant to be the water?
Yeah.
You like pretend play, don't you?
Yeah.
Here you go, Story. You can use these little items to decorate your island. Yeah?
This is a puffer fish too.
You want it to be a puffer fish?
Yeah.
It's up to you. It's your imagination.
Oh, I know.
And how's your knee, Story, after yesterday's little graze?
What, this?
Yeah.
It's good.
Feels okay?
Yeah.
Are you big and strong?
Yeah.
Did Mummy Doctor do a good job?
Yeah. I just got the plaster off here.
Yeah, you don't need a plaster anymore, do you?
No.
I'm not joking. I feel like a vampire today. The sun is so hot. The minute you step into it, you sizzle.
Can you be the roper with a rope?
You want me to be a roper?
Yeah.
What does the roper do?
He catches horses.
Catches horses?
Yeah.
Oh, like a lasso?
Yeah.
Ah, I don't have a rope. Look who's here. That was genuine fright. I see a water bottle. I see Mummy chair. What could this mean? Should we go for a walk?
No.
What do you mean no? You don't want to come with us?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And after a while, Melbo's gonna sleep.
Okay, after we go for a walk. Papa is going to join us for our little walk down the beach. And off we go. See if we can find some more shells. There's quite a few local kids out playing in the water. There's their parents up there.
So it's actually Easter Sunday today.
Ah,
so
yeah.
Happy Easter to anyone that's celebrating today.
That's a good point.
In lockdown.
Yeah.
I would probably normally be at my mum's house for a roast dinner today had we been in England.
Yeah. The sand looks like it's pure white today. The sun is that strong. I reckon it's over 30 degrees today. It feels super hot. Now I know this is the beginning-ish of the Siargao summer, but I do wonder if it gets hotter than this. We're at that stage where we're learning about the country, you know? Do we get lots of flies here? Do we get mosquitoes? What's the bug situation like? What's the seasons like? It's all new.
Yeah. Although we have noticed that since we've been here on the island, the temperature has been constant. Like it's about 29, 30 degrees each day, but it just kind of feels a bit hotter sometimes with the humidity.
Yeah.
But the actual temperature is around 29 degrees pretty much the whole time we've been here.
We've got all this lovely soft white sand to step on, and Story's decided she wants to go down the adventure track, walk on the sharp rocks.
I'm not on a rock.
Oh, look at this one.
What have you found?
Shell.
Nice one.
Yeah, no.
I've got a pocket if you want to keep it. Do you want to put it in my pocket?
This is so crap.
Yeah.
I don't know, check for crabs first actually, yeah.
No.
No crabs?
No.
Yeah, we're good to go?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright, in the pock. I'll soon let you know if there's a crab in it. So as I've already briefly mentioned it, let's talk about bugs. So there's definitely a lot more mosquitoes here in Siargao than we've got in Portugal, but it's not crazy. There have been some nights where we've left the lights on and the doors open just to get a breeze through, and maybe there'll be about 10 or 15 of them like buzzing around the kitchen. Sometimes we'll have 2 or 3 of them in the bedroom, but with a mosquito net or just like making sure you get rid of them before bed hasn't really been that much of a problem. Flies. Now if you guys have been following us for a while, you know that I hate flies. They really get on my nerves. And I'm happy to report that there's barely any flies here. Only like a couple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now where we live in Portugal, oh my goodness, when it gets to the summertime, you may as well not bother going outside. It's ridiculous. What have you found, Story?
Oh my goodness, the other side is really pretty.
Yeah, look at the pattern on the top of
The
it.
other side. Look at that pattern, wow.
I've never seen a crab that colour
So
before.
pretty. Well, yeah, wow.
It's bigger than your hand, Story.
Can I keep this?
Keep it?
I think we'll leave that one on the beach.
What have you found now?
This.
Is it a coconut pot?
Yeah. And look at these shells.
Yeah? Are you going to use it to take your shells back?
Yeah. Or we could make a coconut man.
Yeah? Make a coconut man?
With a smiley mouth.
Okay. We can do that. That's a very good idea. Just yesterday we were talking with Marius and he said that there's actually reef sharks all out here in the water, normally where he surfs, back when surfing was allowed. And over on that side of the island, there's actually a bull shark now. So this seems to happen a lot. As soon as humans leave an area, sharks and snakes come back. Luckily, I don't really care much for swimming in the sea, so I wouldn't be too bothered about that anyway. But I do think that if we were here for a lengthy period of time, I would learn how to surf, and that's when you'd have a problem with sharks. I like the fact that you can hear the sound of the waves, but you've also got this lovely bit here, this calm bit, where you can just paddle in the water, and it's warm.
The sand is so deep. Look how far my feet sink in when I walk on the sand.
It changes as we go along as well, isn't it? Because where we are, it's not like that at all.
Yeah, I know. It's a good leg workout though.
Yeah, especially when you've got mummy chair on. On the moon rock section now. Feels like walking on a big emery stone. Really rough. At least it's not sharp. Yeah, Mum, you can exfoliate your feet while you walk.
I actually haven't used any of my foot scrapers at all since I've been here.
It's the sand, baby.
Yeah, I've got a brush and I brush my underside of my feet.
Yeah.
And brush my toes and all that, but I don't need to use that at all.
To get the dead skin off.
Yeah.
Look at these beautiful little salas. I wonder if they're public or if they're part of a resort. Lovely place for a family picnic. Look at the size of this coconut tree. Ugh, jump. Wow, so tall. Is that what you've been building? Are you hiding from the Kakamora? Yeah. So if anybody's seen the film Moana, she's talking about the little coconut monsters called Kakamora. She just built one on the beach here. You've been making me make drumming sounds on my chest. And then she runs away. Kakamora! It's starting to hurt. Kakamora!
I'm gonna do the Kakamora now.
How about you do a drumming sound?
You hide with Mum and I'll do this drumming sound.
Alright.
Can you?
Mum, stay with you.
Yeah.
And I'll hide, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's hear your drumming sound.
Okay.
And then show me. Quick, let's go. Whoa, it nearly fell over. I'm not very good at hiding from Kakamoras. Now what do we do?
We have to creep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come and show me how. The daddy chair.
Alright,
Sandy girl.
daddy chair for the way back.
I haven't done this for ages.
No.
It's good, isn't it?
Sandy socks.
You got sandy socks. Sandy toes. The best kind. Heading back to the house now. We're all feeling a little bit thirsty. We did bring water with us, but it is all gone. And I think I am feeling a coffee coming on. Coffee time. And some apple juice for Story. Ready for your apple juice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Story's having a little juice break over there. Sasha's making a coconut milk coffee. And as we touched briefly on the subject of bugs, I want to show you something that we discovered today. So because this island is a low plastic island, there's lots of these bamboo straws everywhere. And what we've found is that if you leave them... Oh, did you see that? That black bug. Oh, it just flew away. When you leave them on the shelf, they've been building nests inside them. They look a bit like locusts, but without the yellow and black stripes. And you've got to be careful, because if you pick up the straw, stick it in your smoothie and just drink it, you're going to get a massive bug inside your mouth. So just look down them if you see anything, deal with it. And I've noticed that you get more of them if you leave the straw like sitting horizontally like that, because we haven't had that problem until we started doing it. Aside from that though, this island hasn't been very buggy, has it?
No, not at all.
It's not like any crazy poisonous creatures or huge spiders or anything like that.
We do get snakes.
Yeah.
But we haven't seen one.
Yeah.
We've been told that they're around. And even like lizards. Like I've seen lizards on the trees going up and down, but in Thailand you get a lot of little geckos and lizards in the house, but there's none in here. Like you don't even hear them. So yeah, there's less lizards here as well.
Yeah, we do have a few lizards in the house, but not as much as we used to get in Thailand. And if you used to watch our videos from way back when we were in Chiang Rai, we used to get huge, what were they called? We used to just call them buckbells, yeah, because I don't know what their real name was, but they were like blue spotted, huge iguana looking lizards that would sit on our window and just go buckbell all night, make a huge noise. You don't get them here either. Story, come and show us your apple. It's over there, isn't it? This bottle. Do you remember? Here, this one. This is Story's apple seed that you planted yourself, didn't you? You poked it in with your finger. Wow, look at that. It's really grown up, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just a tiny seed and now it's about, what, 1 inch tall?
1 inch tall, yeah.
That's going to turn into an apple tree.
Yeah.
That's cool, isn't it?
And I could even plant it.
You did plant it, yeah. And then when the apples come, you can eat them. It is pretty amazing to see this growing because you throw away so many apple seeds. Whenever you eat fruits, you know, you just spit them all out. You don't think a second thing about it. And yet you can make an apple tree out of one little seed.
It's shown here.
These are the spinach. They're growing really big, aren't they?
Yeah.
And when they get really big, we can eat them. I was talking with Mum just this morning saying, this is really exciting having the plants grow up like this. But the next stage, the more advanced level, is seeing how you can grow all of this, but in abundance, so that you don't just eat a few leaves and then the plant's gone. You have so much that you don't know what to do with it. That's the level you really want to get to. Sasha and I aren't very good at growing things, but whenever we have grown something, like strawberries, let's say, there's only enough for like a couple a day. And sometimes I go to people's gardens and they have like hundreds of strawberries and I don't know how they do it. There are actually YouTube tutorials you can do called how to grow ginger in abundance. And if you just type in abundance, then you get like the tips for making more and more of it. Look how far out the tide is, Story. Look how dry it looks. You happy?
Yes, 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 yes.
That's a lot of yeses. I was talking to a friend online this morning and he said, imagine when your daughter's like 20 years old and she's looking back over these memories of being here as a child. How amazing that's going to be for her. He's so right. I mean, we could explain to her until we're blue in the face why we were on this island and what a pandemic is and stuff like that, but until she's really older, she's never really going to truly get the concept of it. And she'll be able to see us like in our mid-30s talking like this and the way we are now, not as just like old mum and dad, but as us now trying to work things out. It's fascinating. So it's that time of day again when we do a shout out, and today's shout out is a special request from a good friend of ours, Nuno.
Yay!
Nuno, Story. Yeah? Story's best friend. Yeah? Do you remember your time in Lisbon with Nuno?
Yeah, and
what did you do?
At the cafe.
Yeah, and what else did you do with Nuno?
Skateboarding.
Wow.
Good.
Yeah.
And tattoos.
Tattoos.
Yeah.
Do you remember the tattoo that Nuno gave you?
Yeah.
What was it?
Special for me.
It was, yeah.
On a skateboard.
That's
right, it was.
Wow, lasting memories.
Hello to Mariana.
Yeah.
So today's shout out is for Mariana, who's Nuno's sister. We know you're going through a bit of a tough time at the moment, so hang in there.
Yes, hope this cheers you up a little bit.
Yeah. We wanted to share this beautiful sunset with you and let you know that we're thinking about you from over here. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget you can follow us on Instagram at 8 miles from home, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Bye.